What's going on YouTube? I'm Brandon. You are back in the Gilstrap Garage. Today I've got a good customer of mine up on the lift. This is the bike we did the 110 on. We are getting ready to do a ton of parts on this motorcycle, but right now we're getting ready to fit an RWD FXRT /P style fairing. Love it or hate it, not your choice, customer's choice. I think it's going to look really good. He's got a painter matched up. He's waiting on me right now to get this fairing fitted and get it off to paint so he can get this thing turned around, and we're going to do a ton of work on this bike. Build series coming at you. I'm going to figure out how to do all that playlist stuff, organizing this. Stay tuned for some killer parts, but right now we're working on this RWD fairing. I've got all the parts lined out right here. Nuts and bolts, sorry for my strap. Mount, I've got the fairing inside, keeping it out of my my chaos here. So we're just gonna start by tearing into the bike a little bit here. Let's see what angle is gonna work best for that. So what I gotta do, I'm gonna remove the headlight, get that out of the way. We're going to a 7-inch headlight anyway, and yeah, should be pretty easy work. Let's get started on it. This split loom job I did right here on these wires a while back is an example, a perfect example of something I was really proud of at one point. And looking back now, I see that I could have done better. But that's alright. That just means I'm improving, I guess. Constantly trying to do better. Alright. I gave the camera a minute to charge and I sorted through some of this wiring and got this stuff disconnected. I still got a lot of sorting out to do with this wiring because I don't really like the way that it looks. So, whatever, I'll get to that later. I got plenty of time for that. Right now I'm going to disconnect the light bar and the headlight. I have everything disconnected. So I took a look at the Russ Warnemont or RWD, I don't know how to say it. I took a look at their instructions and they said to cut the headlight and splice it back together. I try to avoid doing that at all costs. I mean, you can do a clean job, but once you cut into a harness, which, I mean, this one's already been cut for the turn signals. I guess it's not that huge of a deal, but once it's been cut, it's never factory again, and I try to leave it intact the best I can. When I first started out, man, I was all about cutting every wire, splicing it back together. I don't know, I don't like doing it. I learned real quick that that's not the way to go. You wanna do a handlebar job, brother? Let's chop them wires up. Oh, no, 9/16. Alright, headlights off. So, we may run into a problem right now with this tank lift. Maybe, maybe not, hopefully not. I don't know. Just hang out down here for a while. We're going to be doing some pods on a different crash bar. So we're just going to tuck all this in here like an adult film star actress going out on her first real date since she left the industry. Just kind of hide that little flap in there, push that little fold in there. So when you go to slide these in, you want to have these brackets loose. I kind of got to see where these sit. Like I said, I've never done one of these before. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I see you. Okay. Kind of a trip. Not much to it. There we go. That's more like it. Neighbor's dog sprinting down the street. Try to help. Ah! Heads or tails? Oh, you know what it is? Just like I said, the tank lift. It's just messing me up in another way. God dang. Trying to get camera angles. All this frustration for like 200 dang views. I hope somebody finds this helpful. Okay. Let's start getting some of that stuff snugged up. I wonder if the neighbor that was chasing his dog was the one that's always, the new guy that's always calling the cops. I got a new neighbor somewhere around here, and I swear the cops are here like every week now. Not here at my house, but just in the neighborhood. Code enforcement. Like, nobody likes a snitch, alright? A lot of hard-working guys on the street, truck drivers and stuff that have trailers and things like that. Just hustlers. And that doesn't bother me a bit. Don't show up to someone else's hustle trying to get them in trouble. Nobody likes that. Okay, time to go get the fairing. So let's kind of walk around here. Not much to it. Top mount goes across the top of the frame. The part clamps this headlight mount and fairing mount together. Now you got this big old nose hanging off the front of your bike. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like it a lot. I'll be back. Oh, I thought I shut that off, but I didn't. Bum, 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 bum. Check it out. Big old dog. Big old fairing. Yeah, buddy. You see that? Can you get an idea of that? I need to get a couple bolts started in here first. Yep, I'm gonna slide a couple bolts through the front of the fairing. RWD decided to go with fine thread, which I don't really care for. But hey, I didn't design the kits, I'll just install them. Start a couple nuts here. I'm gonna be itchy. I should have threw some gloves on. It's okay. I will be compensated for my time. Oh man, all the way under the box. I think the early stages of these RT kits didn't come with any of these holes pre-drilled, and I'm pretty glad they changed that. Now we only have to drill a couple holes. Oh yeah, I'm full of fiberglass. I'm gonna start losing my mind here in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna snug this up a little bit. Get a stubby. You guys get a pretty good idea what I'm doing? Oh man, you couldn't see me putting in any of those bolts. I'm sorry. Alright, so all we did was start these 4 bolts here. I gotta snug them up a little bit. It's still pretty loose. We're not gonna tighten them up all the way. I still do want a little bit of wiggle room in there. Camera's on the charger. That thing will not stay charged. So what I got here, lightly mounted, loosely mounted, lightly mounted, loosely mounted fairing. And right now, because this is the lowrider and the horn is at the front of the bike, we gotta undo the horn mount, and then we're gonna get the bottom mount put in and marked, and then we're gonna have to drill a couple holes. No big deal, quick, easy work. Let's get that out, let's get this in. The reason you wanna leave this loosely mounted is because it helps slide this in a little bit, from what I'm told, from what I hear. It's gonna sit just like that, but up inside there. Give her a go. Like that. Okay. Make sure everything looks nice and straight before I mark any holes. I think we're looking good. I think we're looking real good. So now I'm just gonna take a marker. I'm gonna reach in there and I'm gonna dot my 4 holes. The brighter the better, because the inside of this is black. Looking good to me. What do you guys think? Mount it up. Little side shot. A little side shot. Cockpit view. Ooh, boy. Oh, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be super sweet. So all I gotta do is get in there. See my little paint marks. Pull it apart, drill a couple holes. Bam, ready to go. Let's do that. And we'll get it pulled back off. And we're gonna get her out to paint, boys. All right, here goes nothing. Drilling some holes. Ugh, bunch of fiberglass in the lungs, I'm sure that's good for you. Real smart. That's my way. That's the way. Seems legit. Alright guys. I'm gonna do one more final fitment now that I got those holes drilled. Don't think it's anything crazy to see. I'm gonna tell the customer you can come get it, pick it up for paint, and then I will show you the final assembly when it's painted and ready to go back on the bike. Thank you for watching. If you got any questions, drop a comment. If you got any suggestions, drop a comment. Thumbs up's appreciated, and please consider subscribing if you are not already. I will see you in the next video.